University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends, and they hope to teach a lesson in this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. The Hokies will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense takes the field. This is a quintessential blue-collar versus white-collar perception as they square off for the Commonwealth Cup.
These two teams just don't like each other. When Virginia Tech and Virginia take the field, man, there is a lot of hitting going on.
Yeah, and it's always cool because it's later in the year, it's cold outside, and just the hitting, the physicality, the disdain for each other is so much fun to watch late in the season.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
They're setting up the screen. It's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Hokies offense will get the ball for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
They're going to run it to the right. Makes one man miss. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Finds a tight end. Virginia Tech opened up a can the last time they saw the Hoos.
Yeah, they took care of business, and they've dominated this rivalry, and Virginia knows that, and it's in their head. They're going to have to do something early in this football game to really turn that tide.
You got to answer the bell. When Virginia and Virginia Tech play, you got to start fast. Last time it was the Hokies. Let's find out what happens here.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Manziel. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He wants to throw it. Coming after it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The give to the back. And the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this year for this football team, offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3, it's down to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Hokies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 72 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
Virginia 10, 14, Virginia 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got out of trouble and throws. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Stumbled to the ground.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. FIU overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. the Panthers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done.
He wants to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him in the flat. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kicker and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sack.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Hokies decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Got his man. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
24, Virginia, 0.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Now on second down. The Cavaliers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. Unloads it left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After that last completion, it's second down. Quarterback checking off. On second down, he's looking downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! And the route is on.
Touchdown. Virginia Tech.
Hokie, Tech, VPI builds a big lead on the Hoos.
You got to love the way the Hokies have come out in this game, and they've just taken it. They're playing with more energy, and they're flying around.
They're flying around, playing great, playing with an edge. You can tell this game really, really mattered. That's why rivalries are so much fun.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Armstrong. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hokies are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Now on third down for this offense. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Hokies trying to cash it in on first and goal. The option look. He'll toss it. Oh, big juke to get past. And the defense able to corral him out of bounds and stop him at the 2.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Barrels ahead. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive here?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
Head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on fourth and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You couldn't ask for better starting field position. The drive covers 26 yards.
38, Virginia, 0.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quick strike complete. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run play action. Avoids pressure. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Man, it's like that quarterback was stepping around a bunch of bear traps in the pocket. Everywhere he looked, something was trying to grab his leg.
And the coach is going to be like, hey, dude, how do you want my quarterback to be successful if he's got guy?
And that pass picked off.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gets it out fast. Great move there. Oh, he broke out another move. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down in inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. They'll try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Hokies are rolling down the field. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Hokies! And the pummeling has started. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient, find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Makes the catch and knocked down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
With jet sweep pass. And the Hokies get it past the sticks.
Just flip with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a